alike terms. And they are like terms because they have the same variable. This is 9x, while this is 4x. And we are asked to subtract 4x from 9x in this expression. So how do we do that? Now remember when we were doing addition, I said that if you are asked to add two expressions that have like terms, or two like terms, if you are asked to add two like terms, what you do is to pick the common variable and then add the coefficients. So that rule also applies when you are doing subtraction. So in this case, you are also going to pick the common variable and then subtract the coefficient. Now this expression will now become x multiplied by 9 minus 4. So we are subtracting 4 from 9. We are performing the subtraction operation on the coefficient. And we are multiplying by the common variable x. Therefore, this expression becomes x multiplied by 5, which is the same thing as 5x. So the simplified version of 9x minus 4x is equal to 5x. Example 2. Simplify 8y plus 6 minus 3y plus 4. Solution. 8y plus 6 minus 3y plus 4. Again, what do we do? We collect like terms. How do we collect like terms? We move terms that have the same variable or terms that are like to one side of the expression. So this expression can be written as 8y. Now, if we are doing that, I want you to take note of something. Now, this positive sign here, you have 8y plus 6. This plus 6 here is attached to 6. You have 6 minus 3y. This minus 3y is attached to 3y. Take note of this, it is a rule that you always have to remember. From 3y plus 4, this plus 4 here is attached to plus 4. So when you are collecting like terms, we are moving terms that have the same variable or that are like to one side of the expression. Remember to always move the arithmetic operator along with the number, or to always move the sign. Remember to always move the sign along with the number. So this is 8y, and this negative sign, because it is attached to 3y, we are going to move minus 3y. We move minus 3y to this side of the equation. Then we are now left with plus 6. This positive sign is attached to 6. Plus 6 plus 4. Look at it closely. I hope you understand it. So as you are moving 3y to join 8y on this side of the expression, the negative sign attached to 3y moves along with 3y. As we are moving plus 6 to meet plus 4 on this side of the equation, because they are the same term, they are constants, this positive sign will also move along with 6. So that is how we have this positive sign here, plus 4 here, and negative 3. So please take note of that. So now we are going to do the same thing we've been doing previously on this expression. We are going to take y, and then we are going to subtract the coefficients here, and then we are going to add the coefficient here, 6 plus 4. Therefore, this expression is y multiplied by 5 plus 6 plus 4 is 10. Now 5 multiplied by y is 5 by plus 10. Example 3. Simplify 12m minus 5m minus 2m. Solution. 12m minus 5m minus 2m. Now look closely at this expression. Okay, I want to quickly point out something. Now, when you have something like this, you cannot call it an equation. This is not an equation. It is not an equation. It is called an algebraic expression. You don't call this an equation. The reason why you don't call it an equation is because it is not equated to anything. It's not equal to anything. So, but if you have an equal to sign here, and you have this expression equal to, let's say, 10y, then because of this equal to sign, you can call it an equation. Alright, but as it is now, this is an algebraic expression. It's not an equation. I want you to look closely at the expression. Now you can see that there are three expressions here: 12m, 5m, and 2m. Okay? Now, they are like terms because they have the same variable. So what do we do in this case? We pick the common variable and then we subtract the coefficients. Okay? Now, how do we solve this? This is 12 minus 5 minus 2. 12 minus 5 minus 2. How do we go about this? So this is what I'm going to do. First of all, I'm going to work on minus 5 and minus 2. So when you have like sign, when the signs are the same, like in this instance, where you have minus here, you also have minus here. Take note, this is a rule, don't forget it. It is a rule. So when you have negative sign 5 minus negative sign 2, what you do, remember, you add 5 to 2. You find the sum of 5 and 2. And the sum of 5 and 2 is 7. And then because you have a common sign, which you can also call a like term, you take a single term and add it to yourself. You add it to yourself. Therefore, minus 5 minus 2 is minus 7. So because the negative sign they are alike, this is negative sign 5, this is negative sign 2. What did I do? I added 5 to 2. I look for the sum of 5 and 2, and the sum of 5 and 2 is 7. And from our knowledge in algebra, we know that when you have this kind of scenario where you have the same thing, you call it like term. So you take one of them. So you add it to yourself. Therefore, it becomes negative 7. Okay? Now this can also be written as 12 minus 7. 12 minus 7 is equal to 5. Okay? So we are going to put up 5 inside the bracket. So n multiplied by 5 is equal to 5n. So the simplified version of 12n minus 5n minus 2n is 5. Multiplication of algebraic expressions. When we are multiplying algebraic expression, we multiply the numerical coefficient and keep the variable. So this is a rule that you must observe when you are performing multiplication operation on an algebraic expression. You multiply the numerical coefficient and then you keep the variable. So let's look at this example. Example 1. Simplify 4 multiplied by 3x. Solution. 4 multiplied by 3x. Now in this expression, what are we going to do here? The rule says we should multiply the numerical coefficient and keep the variable. So x is the variable and 3 is the coefficient. So we are going to multiply 4 by 3. 4 times 3 is 12. Therefore, the expression is 12x. Example 2. Simplify 5 bracket open 2a bracket close. So how do we do that? We apply the rule again. The rule says we should multiply the numerical coefficient and keep the variable. Therefore, 5 multiplied by 2a is equal to 5 we multiply the numerical coefficient, which is 10, and then keep the variable a. Therefore, the expression is 10a. Example 3. Look at this expression. 6 bracket open 4n plus 2 bracket close. Solution. 6, the bracket represents 6 multiplied by everything inside the bracket. So you have 4n plus 2. What does the rule say? You multiply the numerical coefficient and keep the variable. So we are going to use 6 to multiply the coefficient inside this expression. The coefficients are 4 and 2. So we're going to use 6 to multiply these coefficients. Therefore, 6 multiplied by 4 is 24. We keep the variable 24n plus 6 multiplied by 2, 12. So the expression is 12n plus 12. But I can go further to simplify this. The expression becomes 12 multiplied by 2n plus 1. And if you use 12 to multiply everything inside the bracket, you're going to get back 24n plus 12. So either of these two is the solution to this expression. When you're dividing algebraic expression, you have to observe this rule. Divide the coefficient by the divisor. So take note of this. When you are dividing algebraic expressions, the first thing you need to do is to divide the coefficient by the divisor. So which number is the division? Which part of the expression is the divisor? The part of the expression that is the divisor is the part that is dividing, in this case, the algebraic expression. And that part is 4. So 4 is dividing this algebraic expression 12x. Therefore, 4 is the divisor. Alright? Solution. So what rule do we have to observe? Always divide the coefficient by the divisor. In this expression, 12x divided by 4 is going to be 12 divided by 4 multiplied by x. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. Therefore, the expression is 3x. Example 2. 18a divided by 6. Here again, 6 is the divisor. Because 6 is dividing the algebraic expression 18a. Therefore, 18a divided by 6 can also be expressed as 18 all over 6 multiplied by the value of x. 18 divided by 6 is 3. Therefore, the expression is 3x. Example 3. 20n plus 12 divided by 4. Solution. So I want you to look closely at this algebraic expression. This is 20m plus 12 divided by 4. And when you have something like this, I want you to take note that this 4 here is dividing 20, the coefficient of 20m, and it is also dividing 12. So this expression here can also be written as 20m all over 4 plus 12 all over 4. Right? And then we know that when we are dividing algebraic expression, we divide the coefficient by the divisor. So in this case, 4 is the divisor. So we are going to divide 20 by 4. And 20 divided by 4 is 5. 5m. Plus 12 divided by 4 is 3. 5m plus 3. So the simplified version of 20m plus 12 all over 4 is 5m plus 3. So by way of summarizing what we have done so far, let's do this together. So we have 6x plus 4x minus 3x. So we are asked to simplify this expression. 6x plus 4x minus 3x. I want you to look closely at the expression. And you can see that the terms are like. This is 6x. It has the letter x as variable. This is 4x. It has the letter x as variable. This is 3x. It has the letter x as variable. But something is different here. The signs are different. This is negative. This is positive 4x. And this is negative 3x. So this is going to change our approach a little bit from what we did previously. So what do? First of all, we add. Then after adding, we subtract. Let me simplify it to 6x plus 4x. I'm going to put them inside bracket minus 3x. Now, because these ones are like the sign here, 6x plus 4x minus 3x. According to the rule of adding algebraic expression, in this situation, what do? We add the coefficient. We add the coefficient. So if we add the coefficient 6 plus 4 is equal to 10, and then we bring down x, which is the variable. So we have 10x minus 3x. So the terms are similar, 10x, 3x. But we now have a negative sign here. That means we are subtracting 3x from 10x. Once again, what are we going to do? Let's take common variable x. And then we multiply, we subtract 10, we subtract 3 from 10. So the expression becomes x multiplied by 7, which is the same thing as 7x. Alright, 7a plus 8 plus 2a minus 3. So we have to simplify this expression. And look closely at the expression. We have the like term 7a and 2a. We also have the like term coefficient 8 and coefficient minus 3. So we are going to group these terms together. Group the like terms. Group like terms. So the expression becomes 7a plus 2a plus 8 minus 3. Remember, I said that this positive sign is attached to this 2a. This positive sign is also attached to 8a. So as you move 2a to join 7a, you are moving this positive sign along with it. That's how we got this plus 2a. As you are moving 8 to join negative 3, this positive sign attached to 8 is also moving along with it. So the expression is 7a plus 2a plus 8 minus 3. I can simplify this by using bracket to group them. So we have 7a plus 2a plus 8 minus 3. Now, what do we do here? We add the coefficient. So the expression is 9a plus 8 minus 3 is 5. So this is the solution. Look at this expression, 8 multiplied by 3x. So we are asked to use 8 to multiply the expression 3x. So what do? We use 8 to multiply the coefficient of 3x. And the result is 24x. 45y divided by 9. So this expression is the same thing as 45 all over 9 multiplied by 1. So 45 divided by 9 is 5. 5 multiplied by y is equal to 5. So this is your homework assignment. When you get to this part of the video, pause the video and then copy out the questions. After attempting the questions, send them to my WhatsApp number. This is the WhatsApp number. +234 6845. We are through with the homework assignment. Send it to this WhatsApp number. And the link of this video will take you to YouTube. So please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you in the next lesson.